Cooling weather, cooling market, but not all the segments in the market. Is that true or not? Let's find. It's Manny Bagga with the Bagga team from Roll the Page, Meghna.
Hey, it's Shivani Bagga, and let's deep dive and see what happened in September 2025 in the Greater Edmonton real estate market.
Well, Shivani, I can see that a lot of people are under weather and people are asking me very different questions because I think the market is declining or there's not many showings happening on the market, and a lot of sellers are getting more, I can say, I'm coming under the weather. That's all I can say that. But let's unveil if this is a true or not, if the market is sliding down, well, or if the pricing are coming down, what is happening? Let's chat, let's run the numbers.
Absolutely, let's see what's going on right now, especially from what we can see, the expectations for where sellers are to where buyers are and where the market can really sustain those pricing. There definitely is a lot of room to unveil what's going on, and managing those expectations is definitely something that is on the horizon right now, and that's really going to be dictated by the stats. So let's take a deep dive and see what's going on in the Greater Edmonton real estate market. The average selling price for all residential properties in Greater Edmonton area is $453,000. Month over month, that is a 1.8% decline. However, year over year, we've seen a healthy growth of 2.8%. So overall in our market, from last year September to this year September, we have seen a healthy growth of close to 2.8%, which is very good. However, month over month, so if we're seeing from August to September, what's going on in all stats of real estate, so all segments, all residential, we have seen that very, very slight decline. And that's natural, it's gonna happen. There's a seasonality effect that's gonna kick in. People are back to school, lives are getting a little bit busier, not everybody is on holiday mode, and it's natural to see that. Now let's jump into seeing what's going on in our detached single families. The average selling price for our detached single family properties is sitting at $554,000. Month over month, that's a decrease of 2.8%. However, year over year, we have a very, very minimal growth of 0.2%. And jumping into our semi-detached properties, the average selling price is sitting at $434,000. Month over month, we have an increase of 3.1%, and year over year, we have a very healthy growth of 5.3%. So we're seeing our duplexes, our row homes, our residential attached properties, that segment of the market is definitely picking up. So we are seeing that close to 5.3% increase from year over year, year over year, we are seeing that 5.3% increase, which is very healthy. So why are we seeing that is the question. We're seeing that because we do have that more affordability aspect in that segment of the market. If those properties are sitting close to $453,000 and we're having more of our buyers into that segment, that's why we're seeing that growth pick up, because the demand is there. So more demand and less supply means the prices are going to come up, and that's exactly what we're seeing in our duplexes, our row homes, our residential attached. Those types of properties are definitely having more heat on those.
True enough.
Now let's jump into our row homes and our townhouses. The average selling price on those properties is sitting at $303,000. Month over month, we have a slight increase of 0.5%, and year over year, we're following behind our semi-detached at 3.4% increase. So right after our semi-detached properties, we are seeing our row homes and our townhouses taking a nice big, increase in those average selling prices. And again, that's going to come down to our affordability. A lot of our buyers right now are struggling to meet demands regarding our down payments or even our monthly mortgage payments. And so having a segment of the market that's a little bit more affordable is what a lot of our buyers are targeting towards. And last but not least, we have our apartments and our condominiums. The average selling price on those properties is sitting at $207,000. Month over month, we've seen a 4.9% decrease, and year over year, we are seeing a 3.8% increase. So month over month, our condos have definitely taken a hit. However, year over year, we're seeing healthy growth, close to 3.8%. So again, those are really good numbers for our apartments and condos. And I mean, if you've watched any of Manny or I's videos throughout the years, you've always seen that our condos are a little bit on that struggle bus, but slowly they are taking a bit of an upturn, which is nice. So overall, if we're taking a look at the market as a whole, we are seeing some decreases, which is natural. It's going to happen. Don't be scared. Don't think that the entire market is going to crash. We also have to take into account that this month that we did have our interest rate decrease. So that is something to also see, that what is going to play into October's stats. So in the month of September, we did see our interest rates come down. That's going to play a big impact into how our stats are going to lean into for October. But all in all, in September, we have healthy growth in areas that we need to see affordability rise in, and we are seeing that decrease and decline in certain areas, and that's due to that affordability and as well as our market.
I think that those stats, I was listening very, very carefully for all the viewers who are watching. Correct me if I'm not wrong. It's very steady.
Yeah.
It's not, yes, the market is going down. Last month till now, there's no denial that the market is 2.8% went down.
Yep.
Is that true or not?
Oh, 100%.
Okay, so that is a truth. So if I look at it on a seller point of view, somebody's already market is listed for $800,000, and if the market overall 2.8% is went down, it is going to be impact onto those sellers. That's a hard truth. We all need to sew all the way. Okay, so let's flip the coin and let's see what's happening into the real side. Okay, so number one, our inventory. We have a 7,085 listings available in the market. That said, that if we're looking at it right now on month of inventory, right now the way of the consumption is happening, we have close to 3.2 months inventory left. Okay, so that's if everything works on the same way, if there's no home or more is gonna come, we have a 3.2 months inventory sitting there. So right now, last month, we have 3,645 new property got entered, which is 0.1%, is slightly increased month over month. And then on the year to date, we have 33,000 properties enter into the MLS system, and which is 16.3% higher. So listing gone higher up 16.3. So inventory is increasing. That's indicator line up. But now flip side, are we selling the same as listings are going up? Answer yes or no, that's fine. The current market last month, 2,192 property got sold. So if you see 3,645 new property came, and out of that, 2,192 property got sold, that is 7.8% less month over month. Last month till now, the sales went down. Yeah. But that you don't need to be panic about it. There's two factors. Number one is a seasonal effect, and another one is a market is because you have a surplus inventory, and then your demand is the same way, it's gonna reflect you down. That's the truth.
Especially if you're having close to 16.3% more inventory that we used to have from last year to now. And we're gonna see that because a lot of our CMHC, a lot of our new builders, a lot of our new projects were hitting the ground. So for a lot of you that are asking, how come the inventory has gone up 16.3%? It's because it's a rise in new home development. So don't think that every neighbor is going to be selling their old homes. It's not only new homes that are going to be taken into account that are going to be coming up as new listings. It's also our new inventory. A lot of our builders have been able to grow their portfolios. The banks have allowed them to be able to take on new projects. And so that's why you're going to see that 16.3% increase in our inventories because of our new home builders.
So I was just talking about it. Number two, if you look at it, 33,000 year-to-date property came in the market. Out of that, year-to-date, 22,000 property got sold. Okay, so that's decrease of 2.9%. If I look at a year-to-date, is that market up or down? Down, 2.9. And then the property sold, which is 2,192 property listing got sold, that is 7.8%. Market sales also went down. So that's the truth. And then on other side, if we're looking at it, that how much time will take. Obviously, if the property, your inventory is high, your demand is right here, which is decreasing, what is the time frame will take to sell? Okay, so detached homes last year was 37 days. Now it's sitting 37 days. And on the same, so look at a semi-detached home. Last year was 29 days. Now it's 38 days. So it's increased. So detached homes start creeping up more. So taking more time. If your price is not right, it's gonna take you more time. But on the other side, if you're looking at row houses and your townhouses, last year was sitting at 36. Now it's 40 days. And now looking at it, if you're looking at it, your apartment and condos, that's a big. People are looking at it. Last year was sitting at 48. Now it's a 46. If the properties are right priced, it's gonna sell.
Yep.
And if we're gonna combine all those properties together, which is in selling in the market right now, which is called all resident, and then those properties are sitting, last year was 38, now it's a 39. So long story short, for all the viewers, it is start taking more time. My best advice for all the seller who are in the market, if number one, you think that, hey, I list my property, the well price was one of my fellow realtor, and after 30 days of my property is not sold, and then market went 2.8%, if you are not going to correct that price, you are going to be sitting in the market because somebody else already reduced the price and they came back, and then buyers gonna see that, hey, that property is listed less than that other property, and that's gonna go sold.
Yep.
If you are not going to reduce those numbers, property is gonna stay in the market. It doesn't matter how much those realtors gonna do a marketing, how much effort they're gonna put it in towards your open houses, your flyers, your online marketing. Every single thing does count, but if the market is going down, you need to be with the market. Am I right, Shivani?
Absolutely, and that also goes for our buyers right now, is you guys do have an influx of inventory to choose from. So what does that mean for you? It means that you have options, it means you have time. So for anybody who's under that pressure of having their realtor or having some of their friends or family say, you need to choose right now, you can take some time to breathe. Take a step back, really see what options are available to you, what other builders are able to offer to you, what properties and inventory that you would really like to consider before making that jump. Because right now, time is on your hands. You have the inventory to choose from. So don't feel rushed, don't feel pressured, really make a conscious choice. And for everybody listening, just so that you guys have an idea what the trends are going on in the market right now, a lot of people are holding on. And the reason for that is they're waiting for that interest rates to come down. We don't know what's gonna go on. At the end of the day, that's gonna be up to the Bank of Canada to decide. But the trend right now is people are holding on. People are definitely taking a little bit of a step back, and they're really gonna see where the dynamic flow is gonna be flowing. How is the interest rates gonna be impacting them before they make any decisions? We just saw it in September. And the only way that our market is really gonna be able to have that reinvigoration is when those interest rates are gonna come down. People are able to leverage a little bit more of their funds to be able to purchase more. So that's right now the trend that's going on in the market.
My advice for all the sellers or the viewers today, if you are in a market to sell, those peoples are good. If you sell low, you buy low, okay? If you sell high, you buy high. That's a rule all across. So you need to decide if you are in a market to sell, to buy, I think it's a good time. You're gonna go sell low and you're gonna buy low. If you are thinking that, oh, I'm gonna sell high, but I'm gonna buy low, that's never gonna happen. So let's jump into our high rollers. You know, the high roller is moving the market up, and I am so excited to see what those numbers gonna be bringing in Edmonton. So number one, hey, you guys are ready to listen? Detached home. The most expensive property got sold last month was $2.5 million. And number two, semi-detached, $899,000. Hey, good job. Congratulations for my fellow realtor and the seller and the buyer who bought it for these high rollers, okay? Number three, townhouses and row houses, that is $590,000. And the last one, which everybody pushed down, nobody likes apartment and condos. I think it's not the point nobody likes it. It's just like a matter of people see that the market is going down, down, down. But last month, $1,275,000 condo and apartment got sold. And I'm so happy. I'm so proud for all my fellow realtors and all the buyers or sellers who bought this property. Congratulations again. If you guys have any questions, Bagga team all across, we are dedicated to just convey the message and giving you the best consultation so you can make the right decision. That's our number one priority is this one. It's not the point we are forcing somebody else to buy or sell. At the end of the day, somebody who's going to sell, they're going to sell. If they are not going to be stayed with in the market, that property can